When I was a young college teacher, I had the task of teaching 250 freshmen in a college introduction to the Old Testament. And on the first day of class, I had to give out the assignments, and I had to be very careful about what the requirements were because they'll twist them any way they can to get out from them. And I said, look, we have just a few little term papers here, 3 to 5 pages or 2 to 4 pages, short little papers. I said, 4 of them, if you don't turn them in on time, you get an F for the assignment unless you're confined in the infirmary or a death in the immediate family. I had to spell that out loud for them. So does everybody understand? Oh, yes, we agree. The first one's due September the 30th. September the 30th, 225 students diligently came forward with their term papers. 25 of the students were standing there shivering and shaking in fear, and they said, oh, Dr. Sproul, we didn't get our papers done. We didn't budget our time. We didn't make the transition from high school to college. Please, give us give us an F. Let us have a couple of days extension. I said, okay. I said, I'll let you have it this time, but don't let it happen again. Now remember now, next month, I want those papers here in time. October 30th came. 200 students came with their term paper. 50 of them don't have their term paper. So where's your term papers? They said, oh, Professor, everybody's term papers were due this week, and this week was homecoming, and we were busy with floats and all that stuff, and please give us one more chance. And I said, okay, I'll give you a 2-day extension. And you know what happened? They began to sing spontaneously, we love you, Prof. Sproul. Oh, yes, we do. I was the most popular professor on campus until November the 30th. November the 30th, 150 students came with their term paper. The other 100 walked in like they were going down the street for a loaf of bread. They were casual, relaxed, came in. I said, Johnson. He said, yes, sir. I said, where's your term paper? He said, hey, Prof, you know, don't worry about it. I'll have it for you in a couple days. And I took out the black book. I said, Johnson? He said, yes. I said, F. Ewald, where's your paper? I don't have it, sir. I said, F. Cunningham. F. About that time, somebody in the back of the room shouted out. You can guess what they shouted. What? That's not fair. Patrick, did you say that? He said, yes. I said, you said that's not fair. And he said, right. I said, do I recall that you didn't turn your paper in on time the last time? He said, that's right. I said, okay, if you want justice, you're going to get justice. And I wrote F for both. I said, anybody else? Anybody else want justice, ladies and gentlemen? We need to understand the difference between justice and mercy. The minute you think that God owes you mercy, a bell should go off in your brain that warns you and tells you that you're no longer thinking about mercy. For by definition, mercy is voluntary. God is never obligated to be merciful to a rebellious creature. He doesn't owe you mercy. As he has said, I will have mercy upon whom I will have mercy. And I'll close with this. A holy God is both just and merciful, never unjust. There is never an occasion in any page of sacred scripture where God ever punishes an innocent person. God simply doesn't know how to be unjust. I thank him every night that he does know how to be non-just. Because mercy is non-justice, but it is not injustice. And so I'll leave you with this. When you say your prayers, don't ever ask God to give you justice. He might do it. And if God were to deal with us according to justice, we would perish as swiftly as Nadab and Abihu and Uzzah and Ananias and Sapphira in the New Testament. But we live, beloved, by grace, by His mercy. And let's never forget it.